Recorded live in a studio right next to an actual functioning chicken coop, it's the Indispensable Thursday Show with Sable and Dave.
All right, Dave. What's the difference between Amy Winehouse and Captain Morgan?
I don't know, Sable. What is the difference?
Captain Morgan comes alive when you add Coke.
Oh, dear. Oh, me, oh, my. I used to like Amy Winehouse, too. She was such a crazy fucking mess.
Did you listen to her?
What could she sing?
Did you listen to her most recent album?
I don't know. I just download stuff off the internet, so I don't know if it was on an album or what.
Her last album came out on LP. And a friend of ours, friend of the show, Perry Goldstein, bought that LP, and we were listening to it at his house on a very fine stereo that he built around a high-end record player. And it was pretty amazing.
Wait a minute. He exchanged money for some music?
Yes.
I don't...
like most people do.
Well, I almost bought some music recently because I fell in love with a new country album called... Redneck Shit by Wheeler Walker Jr.
Wait, I think you said country. I'm going to have to mute your microphone.
No, it's awesome. It's a great record. It's sort of like Two Live Crew meets Merle Haggard. Super dirty, but the songs are catchy and good and funny.
Okay.
But they're also kind of good. Like, they're not just novelty songs. They're kind of good, too.
Like Andrew Dice Clay
like he does
with a hillbilly accent.
Sort of. But I liked it so much, I almost purchased it instead of downloading it from YouTube and putting it on my Google Play. That's how I came this close to actually paying money for music.
Was it like this guy?
Hold on to your hat, partners, and don't let your beer spill. We're riding that bull known as the Indispensable Thursday Show with your hosts, Sable and Dave.
Speaking of the host,
Yeehaw!
I was forgetting about the yah.
my name is Sable Cantus. I'm a podcaster and musician in Orange County, California.
And I'm Dave Smith, microscopically successful screenwriter and author.
And today's show...
And bon vivant.
And bon vivant. Today's show is starring Barry Lyndon Jr. in the chat room.
Yeah, did you see that? It's pretty amazing. He hasn't said anything, though. Douchebag.
Maybe he's busy doing coke.
Yeah, do you have anything to say before I talk about how we're down a man today?
Yeah, we should save that for later.
Okay. We're down a man tonight.
Let me tell you about my exciting weekend experience before we talk about my really shitty, heartbreaking family experience.
Okay.
How about that? All right. So I want to tell you about this private, exclusive camping club. Mm-hmm. Okay. I went to check this out. The Triple K Ranch RV Park. This is not in Orange County, California. This is in San Diego County, California.
San Diego. The Triple K, you say.
The Triple K Ranch Private Camping Association. Okay? It's an RV park. All prospective members are vetted before they even get an offer to tour the ranch and see the amenities. The Triple K offers a safe, gated, crime-free, and vandalism-free community for your family camping adventures.
This guaranteed?
Guaranteed. They are a family-friendly and family-first organization. They make money from your membership, and they maintain the property with your annual dues, which are $449 a year. Once you're invited into this exclusive club, you're welcome to buy a membership, pay your dues, and come and camp whenever you like. It's wide open. You call the day before, you show up, and you go camping. They have multiple properties all over Southern California, including the one we went to visit. So it's not just one place over and over again. You can say, I want to go up to the beach over there. I want to go out to the river over there. I want to go to this lake. It's pretty cool. And they guarantee... This was the guarantee on the brochure. No crime, no vandalism, no questionable people, and a clean and safe environment for your kids to play in. Every campsite on the whole place is open to you, no matter whether you have a 30-foot RV or a little tent.
Did they give you a free tablet for going there?
Got a free tablet.
Is it any good?
The world's worst tablet. The world's worst tablet you could imagine.
Really?
Yeah. But it is an Android tablet. I mean, it met the requirement of the they said they're going to give you a tablet. It is.
I have a super shitty Android tablet that I bought for $49, and this was like 2 years ago that I bought it. So you know how shitty it was if I bought it 2 years ago for $49. It's called like the Stroke 9000 because you want to have a fucking stroke when you're waiting for apps to load.
I'll show you this tablet. It's probably a $20 tablet from 3 years ago.
Oh shit! How big is it?
It's a little 7-inch.
Oh god! I bet it's the same one I have. Wow.
The tablet's terrible. So we got this nice tour. The sales guy was great. I mean, he said, now you come in the gate, right? You show your membership, you come in the gate. The gate closes behind you, and none of those people,
Who people?
none of those people follow behind you. None of those people are going to be in the
K.
bathroom scratching out on the mirror, making graffiti. None of those people are going to be leaving trash all over the place. We're going to promise you a safe, enjoyable place for the kids. And I'm thinking,
That's good.
this is a private organization. They've been in business 40 plus years. It can't be what I'm thinking it is.
What are you thinking it is?
And we get in the golf cart to take the tour.
This is not a fake sponsor, right?
This is not a fake sponsor. No, we've been delinquent in our fake sponsors. I'm sorry, everybody.
We're overdue, but this is not a fake
This
sponsor.
is not a fake. This is a real.
And it really was
absolutely.
called the Triple K? I think you're exaggerating on that point.
Don't spoil it.
tell by
Dave. Don't spoil it. So we get in the golf cart and we go drive around the property. Now there's some good campsites, some bad campsites, some
Meaning
fantastic
undesirable people were there?
No. All the people were beautiful. The RVs were all well maintained. Every RV was polished.
Wow.
The tires of every RV were shiny.
You had that tire paint on them?
Probably. I don't know.
about this place.
Everyone looked beautiful. All the people, the kids were smiling. Everyone was happy.
Is this at Fashion Island, like a Fashion Island campground in Newport Beach?
No. Fashion Island was much more diverse than this campground. So as
Well, they have to have busboys at Fashion Island.
we're touring around. No, even the busboys were not diverse in this campground.
Wow.
And we get back all the way around, the beautiful vista, the view. And I thought, boy, even the lady that came to fill up the snack area and make the coffee, she was not diverse. And I thought, none of the kids at the playground had any diversity. None of the parents that I saw walking around, nobody with dune buggies.
What do you mean by diverse, by the way?
Well, when you go camping, you really don't expect to see black people camping. Because
Well, that's true.
This is not even racist.
That's racist.
No, it isn't, Dave. It's not racist. I've been told by at least one black person that black people tend to not camp. And
I think I've been told by over one black person that
well.
they don't like to camp.
at least I can say I haven't seen many, if any, black people camping. But let me tell you something, Dave. Every time I've ever been to a national park, a public campsite, a campground, or any type of outdoor adventure, I've seen brown people.
Sure.
Whether they're Hispanic or Indian or whatever, I see other
A
people.
lot of Germans out there camping too. They love
Germans
to
hiking.
hike. They're
Germans hike.
crazy hikers and campers.
You go on a hike, you're going to see Germans,
Yeah.
right? But I didn't see any of those people at the Triple K. It's very
This is
interesting.
San Diego, right?
Yeah. Right? We were in basically Mexicali.
All right, so I may have to look into this. So, what was the dues again?
$449 a year.
$449. And is there a monthly?
Well, that's the annual
You just
fee.
pay that once,
No, you pay that every year.
right? Once a year.
But I started thinking,
Gotcha.
man, $449 for
And they
sort of
guarantee
unlimited camping. They guarantee crime-free, vandalism-free, safe environment for the
how
kids.
do they guarantee it? Do they have a little on their website? Do they say what their screening process is?
They have guards.
Guards.
You can't get invited to buy a membership and take the tour unless it's by somebody who knows you.
Weird. Yeah, it's like Stepford Campground.
You have to be invited for them to vet you.
You really saw no people of color there?
I really saw no people of color.
Interesting.
They really only sell the memberships.
All right.
So it's a lifetime membership, and they only sell it to people who have been invited and vetted. So they pre-screen
You got vetted, huh? You passed the vetting process?
Somehow I passed. They looked at that guy and they said, no, that's not a person of color, not since 1963.
Right, but if it's the people you're thinking of, they wouldn't want no dirty Jews in their camp.
Right? So they didn't know. I don't know.
I don't know.
So now here's the catch. I knew there would be a catch,
Okay.
besides the tablet being really shitty. You have to buy a membership in order to have the privilege to buy the to pay the annual dues.
Huh?
So
Say again?
You have to buy the lifetime membership in
Oh.
order to pay the annual dues.
Oh, okay.
The lifetime membership was $14,000.
Jesus. Wow.
But that gets you in the club forever.
Clothing optional? Do you have to wear clothes?
I think so. Yeah, I think you had to have short hair. You had to wear
Didn't you
clothes.
feel obligated after they gave you that fantastic tablet, though?
No. They gave
didn't?
it to me later.
You didn't? Oh.
In fact, the guy was like, he almost said, I don't expect anyone to buy it first. So let me give you a few days to come and camp and check it out. And then you'll find out what kind of people that you're camping with and who your kids are playing
It
with.
seems like they're
and then you're
dropping
gonna
a
wanna
lot
pay.
of hints about the clientele of the wink, wink, wink people that you're going to meet here. Wink, wink, wink.
So, it might not be for everyone.
Was he saying not if you look in the trash cans, not going to find a lot of watermelon in here or a lot of grape juice bottles, empty grape juice bottles in here? Not going to find
not
that.
a single fried chicken container in the place.
No.
There was no orange soda either.
No orange soda.
No Fanta.
No Fanta. And we use there's only Downy in the washing rooms. No Suavitel. It's all Downy. It's a wink, wink, wink.
So
Interesting.
I can't say anything for sure about them, but I'm not going to be buying a membership.
Interesting. Okay. Well, I'd like to check this place out. Just kidding.
Well, I could recommend you, and maybe you'd be
Oh,
better.
yeah. Could you put me on the list? Because I want one of them tablets.
Okay, you have to drive down and spend a Saturday. Ooh, and at night it becomes a nudist campsite. Now, Babbling, it's interesting that you mentioned that because a good friend of mine and a future bandmate who's moving back down to Southern California, I'm not sure if he wants it to be known who he is with what I'm about to tell you. So I'll leave his name until I get permission. But he has spent quite a bit of time in the same mountains, in the same area of the Cleveland National Forest,
Yeah.
at some swinger ranches
Ooh.
and nudist ranches.
Cool.
He told me recently about a foam party that he went to where it was a sort of
Oh.
a swingers, open nudity, open sex
Foam
kind of.
party does not sound good when you're involved with swingers because, body fluids tend to, if they go into some foam, they kind of spread out, don't they?
I don't know. I think
Is
the
this
idea
antibacterial
was
foam? What is it?
I think
Antiviral?
I think you get naked with the foam and then you go off to another room for the sex.
Well, if you're hidden in foam,
I don't know. I wasn't there.
I'd try to get something going on in the foam. Could be more fun.
It's better if you just can't see.
It's kind of like peeing in the pool, though.
Oh, you think that's 90s?
All right,
I thought it was 70s.
They'd probably tell everybody, okay, if you come in the foam, we got a special dye. It turns purple around you, so we're going to know. That's so 90s.
I don't know from experience, but I was told directly that it was a foam party, and the only problem is it was a little too cold for the participants.
So the guys who are growers had a little trouble. The guys who are showers, it doesn't matter, but the growers probably had a little bit of
I can't imagine.
angst.
I can't imagine most showers would be at a foam party, at a ranch, in a campground in the mountains, the Cleveland National Forest.
Yeah, I don't know.
That doesn't sound like a.
I want to talk to him about this. I want to describe
Right.
the females that show up to these things.
Well, we'll make a request and see if we can have a special on the foam parties.
We could do his voice like all, like that. And put him on
Okay.
a shadow. Put a shadow on him.
So let's see if we can do a foam party special.
Mm-hmm.
Foam party. I'm going to make a note. Foam party special, Adventure Time, Star Wars, and more coffee talk.
Yes, always more coffee talk.
More coffee
That's
talk.
coming up, by the way.
Well, Dave, I had a little follow up from last week's episode, if you don't
Okay.
mind. I was
Did I get in trouble?
I was sort of assaulted. No, you're not in trouble.
Okay, good.
By a couple of things. Number one, the skits that we do are well loved,
Oh, good,
and we should do more of them.
good.
The Ted
We
Cruz
would.
skit was the funniest thing we've done in
Really?
a few episodes.
Okay,
I was told directly.
Good. All right, that was we thought of that like a minute before we rolled and wrote
Perfect.
it like a minute before.
So if
Well,
you,
okay, 10 minutes.
so dear listener, if you
Thank you.
thought that the Ted Cruz skit or our other skits in general were funny, let us know.
Tell us what you think. Call us at 657-206-0777.
We'd appreciate to hear
Thanks,
what your
Jesse.
ideas are. And that we needed more coffee talk. There just wasn't enough.
Mm-hmm.
So this next week, maybe I'll go find a good coffee adventure I'm still working through my my big bag from Costco of the major.
So there's no coffee talk
Major
right now?
Dickinson's.
There's no coffee talk right now?
No.
Oh, thank God. It was, you know what this reminds me of is the scene where, you remember Raiders of the Lost Ark when Karen Allen's sitting on the ground and the bad guy comes in. What's his name? Toth comes in. Was it Tote? Tote, I think. He comes in and he pulls out the nunchucks and she's like, oh shit. And then he folds the nunchucks into a coat hanger and the guy puts a coat on it. It's like that was me with the, oh shit, we're gonna have coffee talk, and then no coffee talk. So there you go. That's good.
Okay, so
the
that's
person in the chat room with the name coffee in their name wants to leave out the coffee talk. See?
all right, we're going to just cross out the coffee talk. Okay, good. So, Dave, I heard that you were spending some time with some strippers in Las Vegas this weekend.
Yeah, baby. But what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. In this case, the strippers, though, I will tell you, the strippers in this case happened to be my 5-year-old and 7-year-old daughter, so it wasn't that exciting. You know, they wanted to take a bath and watch TV because the hotel we stayed at has a TV inside the mirror, actually.
In the bathroom?
It's like in the mirror, there's a TV embedded in it. It's like a little square.
So they're in the bathtub, watching TV?
And across the way in the mirror is the TV. So they're in there having their bath, playing with their Shopkins. And they love Shopkins. And they're just watching their TV.
That is so. It's not racist. It's such a gender profiling thing to give girls a toy about shopping. Come on now.
Yeah, crazy.
That's ridiculous.
I know. And we stayed at the. I won't say what hotel, but it's the letter of the alphabet. That's the name of the hotel.
Okay.
And it was actually quite nice.
Triple X.
It was quite nice. The pool is heated year round, so that was nice. We got to do some swimming, even though it was a little cold.
Right.
We got to do some swimming, but we had a free bottle of wine with the room. So eventually, after my dad was there, he kept bothering us. You get your free bottle of wine yet? Get your free bottle of wine yet? He loves getting the free shit. So I was like, no, we didn't get the bottle of wine. You better go down there. I'll show you where it is. I don't want the fucking bottle of wine. But anyway, the wife came finally over there to get the bottle of wine, but she had the girls with her. Mm-hmm. And she's standing there, and they go, "Well, I can't give you the bottle of wine when you have your children with you." She's like, "Okay,
why?
I don't know. That's the rules." So my wife walks over to where there's like a little alcove area. She's like, "You guys wait here." She goes back. Okay, they're not here. Yes, but you're not supervising them now. That's what she said. And I would have been like, "Why don't you just call Child Protective Services right now?"
Right.
My unsupervised daughters over there are getting raped by a homeless man, like 20 feet from me, where I'm looking at them right now. So, and I don't care. I just want my bottle of wine. I don't care.
Give me the
just
wine.
Give me
and
the
I'll
fucking
go.
wine, and I don't care what happens to them, obviously. So, but she wouldn't give it to them until then. She had to go walk them over to where my dad was, and they stayed with him. And she came back, and finally, and then they said, "Oh, you're in the wrong area for the bottle of wine. You have to go over to that other area." And she's like,
What a douche.
"Do you have a supervisor here?" And the supervisor walks out and goes, "Just see if she's eligible. I'll give her the fucking bottle." She's like, "Yeah." He's like, "Here you go. Thank you."
Wow,
thank
what
God
a
she
power
walked away.
trip.
Yeah.
Babbling Coffee said, how can you go to Vegas and not go to a strip club? That's a rule. Well, Babbling Coffee, next
with
time,
my wife.
Next time I'm in Vegas, so make sure you're there. And
I brought some sex with me.
we'll make it rain a little bit.
Yeah. Do the super rich rappers, do they make it hail?
Ooh, make it hail.
You make it hail, like Lil Wayne throwing diamonds up in there. Make it hail.
Ooh, throwing diamonds. You got to throw a couple of what's the new $20 bill? What's that?
Yeah, with the Harriet Tubman, the
You got to throw
Tubman
those
20.
Tubmans. Make it Tubman. Get tubby with it.
I got my dead slave underground instead of dead presidents. What she is? She's a underground railroad slave, ex-slave. That's way too many syllables, though. Dead presidents works a little better.
But what would
I'm
it
glad
be like?
that they. By the way, that was a good choice.
What do you think? You go to a exotic dance club, and there's a hard-working woman showing her body and dancing for tips, right?
Preferably an African American woman, or even an African woman. I don't care. It doesn't matter where she's from.
And you're throwing dollar bills, right? You're throwing Washingtons in, or you're throwing in Hamiltons. I think we're going to keep Hamiltons, but now you're going to throw a Tubman. You're going to be like, Here's a black ex-slave for you, baby.
And all of the pictures I saw of Harriet Tubman are not too flattering. I hope they kind of do an artist rendering of her.
They're all very
not that she's not I'm sure she was a perfectly nice looking lady, but the pictures they had at the time were this looked like a mugshot. She's just standing there, you know. Well, so hopefully, and all these presidents, they had portraits made. So it'd be nice if she gets a treatment like that.
It will be a nice discovery when we see the real picture.
Yeah.
Much like the Canadian kids' discovery, Dave.
Oh, what a segue. Wow. I'm glad you mentioned that, Sable. Yeah, I caught this news story earlier today. I was like, whoa, I had to tell my daughter about it, and then I told my wife about it. It's amazing. Some Canadian kid, I'm going to pull this up in here. I think I had the news story pulled up. Canadian kid who's like 15 years old. God damn it, where's my news story? It's like not here.
That Chromebook must have ate it.
I think, yeah. Well, anyway, there's the link. Okay, yeah, Canadian kid. He's 15 years old. He's spent the past few years studying the Inca civilization. He loves that whole area, the Central America and down there in the that region. He loves the Incas and Mayas and all that stuff. But the Incas specifically, he noticed. And guess what? He's the only person apparently ever to notice this. But it's over a couple of years. He noticed that the maps of the cities. He was looking at the way the cities are laid out, and he started recognizing constellations because he's also a little astronomer. Oh. So he started noticing that they match up to the main constellations of the sky. And he started verifying as he's going through, and he matched up like 23 cities match up with their pyramids to constellations, and then he started going,
that's pretty interesting.
I'm going to look for some. So then I think he found. Yeah, he said about the 23rd one, he said, well, this one's almost right, but there should be one right here. So he went to the Canadian Space Administration or whatever they're called. Who knew they had one? Canadian Space Agency. Mm-hmm. And he said, hey, I think there might be a city here. He told them, they go, okay. So they start taking some pictures. Sure enough, there's a fucking like square. They could tell beneath the jungle canopy, there's like a big square there. They're saying, dude, you just probably discovered a new Inca city. Wow. And it's in a deep, dark part of Mexico jungle where it's really hard to get to. So they're going to have to go out there and verify that it's there. And they let him name it too. He called it like Firemouth or something, but he used the Inca name. And I'm not even going to try to pronounce it. It's like Kaakchi.
Wow.
But he's 15 years old. Huh? 15 years old. Awesome. I love that story. What's his name? His name is William Gaddery. And he's 15. He's been working on it for a couple of years. So he started when he was maybe 12, 13.
William Gaddery.
So how bitchin' is that this kid discovered a lost city? And he'll probably find some more.
I'll bet William Gaddery was homeschooled.
In Canada, do they do that up there?
Sure. Why not?
We should find that out.
I have to get a hold of him. William, are you
Star
homeschooled?
pupil finds lost Mayans. I thought it was Inca. I guess it's Mayan. Okay.
Mayan.
What did I say? Inca.
Hey, what's Mayan is yours.
Anyway. You son of a bitch. Yeah, it was Mayan. I kept saying Inca. I don't know where I got Inca from. Anyway, so Mayan.
Wow. Now, do you think he liked Indian food?
Maize, maybe. He probably likes a good ear of maize.
An ear of maize. I was thinking that William Gaddery might like curry.
You're just
like
ripping
curry.
off you're ripping off the segues tonight. This is awesome.
Hey, that's
that reminds me of a Stephen Curry.
Wait,
from the
I thought it was
Golden
Stephen.
State Warriors.
I thought it was Stephen.
That's Stephen. They pronounce it Stephen Curry.
Is it an F or a PH?
Yeah, I watched this. I'm so glad I watched the Golden State Warriors last night with the Portland Trailblazers. It's game 4 now.
Right.
Portland had won the last game, and they were poised to. They're like, they're on a roll. They're in Portland. They're up by 16 in the first quarter. They're going to clobber the Warriors. Stephen Curry, who was last year's MVP, I've talked about him before. Great player, religious guy. I think he's only got like one tattoo, so it sets him apart from all the rest of the NBA. He's not covered with tats. Seems like a nice, sweet guy. He's got a wife and baby. He's super nice. He always does the glory to God when he makes a shot, but he's fucking good. He's like Tebow, but he's good. And he's Tebow of the Tebow is Tim Tebow from the NFL. He's a super religious guy, but he kind of sucked. He kind of washed out. But Stephen Curry, badass. He's like the new Michael Jordan, LeBron James, but he was the MVP of last year. he's been out for 2 weeks with an injury, but his team was still winning because they just broke the record last year or this season for the most wins in a season. So there's a good team, but he was out, and so he's coming back in for tonight. He's just going to play light, 25 minutes, and he was doing okay, missing a lot of 3-pointers. That's his thing.
Tonight, the same
Last
night we're recording the show.
Night.
Oh,
It was
okay,
last night. But finally, they were down by 16 points in the first quarter. But then near the end, catch up, goes into overtime. He fucking blasts off. He scores 17 points in the 5-minute overtime period.
Wow.
Which normally, if you score 17 points in a game, you're like,
pretty good.
Okay, not bad. He did it in the 5-minute period. They won the game, and then he sort of solidified his play. He won MVP again, but he's the first player to ever get a unanimous vote. There's like 113 or something like that votes, and unanimous.
Wow.
So the kid's hot. That was a really exciting win last night, so it's fun. So they have Wednesday's the next game. So everybody watch.
And Stefan's daughter Riley is hilarious. She's just as popular as he is.
She's in the stands. Yeah, very very cute family, and he seems like a nice fella. So that's nice. So there you go. That's my Stephen Curry news.
That piece of trivia was brought to you by the chat room. Thanks.
Yeah.
If you too would like to provide interesting trivia during the show as we record, you can join us at alphageekradio.com. We're currently recording on Tuesday nights for the next 4 weeks. Join the chat room or theindispensable.show.com/live.
There you go.
You can have your voice be heard also. Now, Dave, if somebody wanted to contribute to the show and really help us out, help us get another pop filter here on this microphone, maybe help us pay for some of the cabling and power supplies that I had to pick up.
Could write us a check and send it to my address. No, just kidding. Better.
If you want to give your address out, go ahead.
No one listens. It doesn't matter. But if you go to theindispensable.show.com, theindispensable.show.com, you will find an Amazon link there. If you've clicked there, do a little shopping, and we will get a taste. We will get to wet our beak on whatever purchase you make, and it doesn't cost you anything extra. So they just break us off a little piece, a couple percentage points. We get a little vig if you do that. So thanks.
Yeah, I used an affiliate link recently when I bought my kids. They wanted a video game system, so I got them a Wii U, Nintendo Wii U, and a couple controllers. It was a big load of cash to drop, and I used an affiliate link.
Oh, sweet.
I can't use my own affiliate link, but I used an affiliate link, so somebody gets a few bucks.
If you're sitting there at work and you're like, God, my balls are dirty. I want to get a ball washer. You go think, oh, I'm going to go to the Indispensable Show.
Right.
Then you go click on Amazon, and then you go searching for your ball washer.
When you think ball washer, you think Sable and Dave.
Clean balls. Well, you're a dumbass. Nice drop. I don't know what's going on.
But
you know how the Jesse Dollamore show, I think, says, this ain't your granddad's podcast.
Right.
Well, this kind of is your granddad's podcast.
This is your granddad's podcast.
This is your granddad's podcast.
Now, Dave, you said something to me one time. I thought it was so funny. I cut it out of the show, and I made it the letter W on my keyboard.
I kept farting in his face this time, which was good. What does that mean? What are we talking about there?
But we don't have him anymore.
There's been no farts in the studio
There's been
tonight,
no dog farts tonight.
and I'm a little sad about it because why don't you tell people what happened?
Well, as much as we complained about the farting dog,
Yeah.
the farting dog has reached the age where he's no longer able to fart on our show anymore. And we had to take him to the vet to be put to sleep with dignity and in peace.
He went to his rewards.
So, toast to Coda.
Toast to Coda. Here you go.
Miss you, buddy.
He was a good buddy. He was a dog among dogs. I miss him. Anyway.
And it was really sweet. Your girls made cards.
Yeah.
That was very nice.
They were sad too.
My kids are going to make a tribute for Coda. And you think about a tribute, you think about making nice cards, you think about writing a song or a poem.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Liam decided he's going to make a Minecraft level.
Oh.
It's a tribute to Coda. All the things that he would have liked when he was a puppy, when he was younger, going hiking and going for play with the ball and going on roller coasters. For some reason, he thinks Coda likes roller coasters.
His memories are a little foggy they get a little mixed up.
For the record, the dog did not like roller coasters, but he did like car rides. And then, and this was the 5-year-old's idea, he's going to open up his Minecraft level to the local network so everybody can join in his game and go to the Coda level.
Oh, that's sweet.
What a nice moment.
Coda was a good boy. He'll probably get to come back as like a George Clooney type man if he's reincarnated. Or maybe dogs are already on a higher level than humans because they seem to, at least some dogs. He seemed like he was already, he'd already spent a lot of time as a human and he got to be rewarded as a cool dog and be with your family for, a long time. So
13 plus years. Yeah.
All right, Coda.
Poor guy. He's happy now.
Yeah. It's all over.
So if we were gonna make a memoriam about Coda, we'd tell a tasteless joke. We write a skit that was completely insensitive and racist, or maybe we would make a video. We could film a video about it.
Where would we post such a video?
Well, we could post to YouTube.
You could, or I don't know if you know this, Sable, but Amazon is they're gonna launch a new service where they're gonna allow users to post videos a la like a YouTube thing, and you'll be able to make money.
Well, tell me about
just
this.
Like you can. Let me pull up this link. I didn't have it ready, but let me pull this up again here. Oh, it's gone. Of course, I don't know where it is.
You don't know where what
no,
is?
My link. It's just gone. What's going on here with my Slack? But anyway, yeah, they're going to allow you to be able to. I don't know if you have to be a Prime member or what, but you can. They say it's for professionally produced videos, but it just needs to be in high def and have closed captions as well. So it doesn't have to be necessarily good, but high def and closed captions. And you could be like us. We could have it linked through our affiliate link there. This store, we can make money that way. Right. I don't know. It's very new, so I don't know much more of the details. I don't know if there's a length.
Does it have a name?
Time limit for each one? I don't know. I don't think it said that in there.
Well, Amazon.
When you Google that, let's find it.
Amazon owns the streaming video market right now. In fact, you might be watching us right now live, recording on Tuesday night on Twitch.tv. Twitch.tv is the #1 live streaming. There are more people watching video games right now than watch any football game except the Super Bowl.
Wow.
Right now, watching Twitch. That's where we are. We're on Twitch.tv.
Okay.
With Alpha Geek Radio.
I'm looking right now to see if they have a name for this service, but I don't really see one.
So Amazon owns Twitch. It makes sense that they're going to allow user-generated content.
Yeah,
good.
I don't think it has a name. But yeah, it's going to look for more information on that. That sounds kind of cool.
We'll have to work on some more funny stuff. I mean, have you seen the Sarah Silverman HBO special? If she can be on
What's
HBO,
it called?
It's called Sarah Silverman HBO special.
Pretty catchy. I saw one of her recent ones, and I think she's very funny, but it wasn't that funny. It was okay. But normally, I think she's quite funny.
She was funny, but she was very deep, and I think the audience was taking like 3 levels to catch up with her before they would really laugh. And there were only 39 people in the audience, and she had a thing about it. There were 39 people.
Yeah, it was one of the smaller rooms. I think
well, maybe she might have more people in the audience than we have listeners, but no, I'm just kidding. But she could see every one of them.
Yeah. I think I did see that one then because it was a small room at this comedy club that she shot it at. Yeah, I don't think I finished it. It was good, but it was like, I think I'll watch some episodes of Catastrophe, which has just finished its 2nd season. It was quite funny. You ever seen that one? Oh, God.
I haven't.
Oh, God. What are you holding up to me, Sable? Is that a blue ribbon? Did you
Well, I found this blue ribbon today, and I wanted to tell you the story about how I got it.
Oh, God.
Now, sometimes in my life, I'll walk somewhere and I'll introduce myself, and somebody will go, "Oh, you're Sable." But this time, I've got proof of that one time when I was wearing a kilt and passed out drunk. Do you want to hear about? It's not really me. Do you want to hear about the Scotsman?
You want to sit on the cajon, or
no? You don't.
Okay.
You don't need to do that. Do you want to hear about the blue ribbon?
Yeah. Okay.
I thought it was. I had to practice this once, you guys. I thought it was pretty good.
I begged you earlier not to tell me this, not to do this again. But
you don't want to hear it again?
No. Can I plug my ears?
You could take your headphones off.
Okay. I think I'll still hear it though.
I don't have to do it.
Oh, people are going to be angry now if you don't do it.
I mean, I was going to tell you the story about the blue ribbon.
Jesse won't be angry, but everyone else will be angry if you don't do it.
Okay.
Keep talking about Jesse. Like, people are like, who the fuck's Jesse?
I think Rob, who, by the way, Rob is going to be working on his podcast. He might have a new title. What do you think about In Plain English? His name's Rob English.
Okay, I like that actually.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Does that evoke anything for you?
Yeah.
All right. Well, let me
It sounds like it's going to be no nonsense, very clear. So yeah, I like that.
That's it. So let
Of
me
course,
tell you
people
about
that don't speak English very well, they'll get angry because they're going to be thinking that they're, the podcast is biased against, it's not inclusive. Mm-hmm. Is Rob going to care about that?
No.
Okay, good.
No, he might already be a member at the ranch.
Oh, come on.
No, he wouldn't be that. So let me tell you about the Scotsman. Well, a Scotsman clad in kilt left the bar one evening fair, and one could tell by the way he walked that he had more than his share. He stumbled off until he could no longer keep his feet, and he stumbled off into the grass to sleep beside the street. Ring ding diddly lie-dee-o, ring di diddly I-ho. He stumbled off into the grass to sleep beside the street. Well, about that time 2 young and lovely ladies happened by, and one says to the other with a twinkle in her eye, "See yon sleeping Scotsman, so strong and handsome built, I wonder if it's true what they don't wear beneath the kilt." Ring ding diddly lie-dee-o, ring di diddly I-ho. I wonder if it's true what they don't wear beneath the kilt. Well, they marveled for a moment, then one said, "We must be gone, but let's leave a present for our friend before we move along." As a gift they left a blue silk ribbon tied into a bow. Around the bonny star the Scotsman's kilt did lift and show. Ring ding diddly lie-dee-o, ring di diddly I-ho. Around the bonny star the Scotsman's kilt did lift and show. Well, the Scotsman woke to nature's call and stumbled toward the tree and lifted up his kilt, and then he gawked at what he sees. In a startled voice he cried, "Oh, to what's before me eyes? Oh, lad, I don't know where you been, but I see you've won first prize." Ring ding diddly lie-dee-o, ring di diddly I-ho. Oh, lad, I don't know where you been, but I see you've won first prize.
Yay. Actually, I took a cyanide capsule right before you started, and I'm a little upset that I'm still alive to hear the finish. Now I have to take the antidote.
You're so pleasant, Dave. I actually heard that story first on the Dr. Demento show.
Oh, wow.
And that was
what year was this?
Oh, whatever.
I listened to Dr. Demento in the 70s. That's how old I am.
It definitely would have been in the 80s.
I think I heard, roly-poly fish heads and then and like, Weird Al's Yoda when he used to do it with the what's that called? Accordion?
Mm-hmm. They were still playing fish heads when I listened, but that might have been one of the very first things I ever memorized.
Who does that song? Yeah, you didn't. You did it
me.
twice now with no
Nothing.
not a miss.
Now, I did perform that one time.
You inspired Babbling Coffee in the chat room to watch Braveheart. That's cool.
I did one time perform that drunk in Monterey in front of a very large crowd. I don't know how I got through it. So, Dave, I want to hit some of today's headlines. Now, we're recording the show, the Thursday show, a little bit early because of your class for the next few weeks. And
I don't have any class. What are you talking about?
You have no class, Dave.
No class.
But I wanted to find out your gut reaction to some of the top headlines as of 9:30 p.m. tonight.
Okay.
We record a little late, you guys. Are you ready?
Okay, go.
Beijing scrambles fighters.
Beijing scrambles fighters.
Beijing scrambles fighters.
Well, they're you're talking about China, yeah? Beijing. We used to be called Peking.
Mm-hmm. Duck.
Why would they scramble fighters? I don't know. They're I don't have anything up for that one.
I think
this is the
I think the UFC must be expanding into China, and they're trying to have some mixed martial artists ready to go for the Americans that are just going to slaughter them.
Yeah, like I've said before too, the Asian drivers, you don't want to confuse them any more than is necessary. So you want to scramble fighters. You should probably put them all in a row, like far away from each other, so they're not going to bump into each other, and maybe
Right.
all pointing in the same direction.
Right. You don't want to
So
have
that's
you don't want to
probably-
have
that's
guns
probably better.
shooting.
Yeah.
All right. Next headline: 120 languages spoken in Nashville schools.
Oh my god. So they've got like every county in Nashville has a different language, kind of like in India.
Like India, right?
Yeah, it used to, but they all had the common language of English to bind them all together. So, but you're still saying they're still speaking 120 different languages in Nashville.
But in Tennessee, apparently they don't have a common language because I think those 120 languages are all dialects of Hick.
Wow, 120. Well, they probably. I wonder if anybody speaks. Does anyone actually speak? What's the one that they shit? A little buzzed. What the one they invented for that William Shatner? Esperanza.
Oh,
That was supposed to be the
Esperanto?
language. Esperanto. Yeah, Esperanza was my housekeeper. The no, her name's Maria. They invented. They wanted to.
That's racist.
Her name really is Maria. How racist is this? I've actually let's say I'm just going to pick two. I'm going to do a version of like where let's say my name is either Dave Smith or Dave Jones. I've written checks to this person under the name Dave Smith or Dave Jones. They've cashed them all because I forgot her last name. I was like, is it Ramirez or is it Gonzalez? And I think I've written both, and both were cashed. So I had to ask her again, what was your last name? Because I screwed up. And so she told me the correct name. And I probably forgot
Garcia.
already because I know they cash them no matter what.
If in doubt, it's Garcia.
Must know someone at the bank. Yeah, probably. How did I get off on that? What happened?
You drove out babbling coffee.
Oh,
You start talking about Mexican names and babbling coffee is gone.
I'm sure he or she just got booted off, like their computer's updating. Microsoft updates came on.
Right? Every time you open up Word, there's a new update.
Yeah. So what else? 120
All right.
languages. Yeah. Esperanto was not one of them.
I don't know.
That was the one.
I just
that was like
assumed-
the one ring to bind all the rings together. They thought this is going to be the language that's going to like supersede all of the other languages. This Esperanto.
Well, Dave, if you had to go and talk to the old people like this, and some of them like a little bit mumbly, it's like, is that what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know.
That's one. Let's try number two.
Yeah. God, 120.
120.
All right.
All right,
Okay.
Dave. Next headline. I want you to
I'm
react.
doing really awesome at this, so keep them coming.
Give me your gut reaction. STD rise blamed on swiping right.
So this must be from Grind or something, or one of the other apps that allow you to choose who to have sex with in a app.
The app lets you
So
choose who to have
STD
sex
rise. Well, obviously, yeah. This is going to make it. Is this for the gay fellas?
with. It just says STD rise. Now, the last time we heard about an STD rise, it was in the retirement communities.
I thought this was just because of Mother's Day, because I know FTD, the flower company, they really have they really spike around this time, right? FTD, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
But why is
you said
swiping
STD.
right?
Shit.
Why is swiping right?
Yeah, swiping right. I don't know what that means. Mm-hmm. Is it like parking to the right or to the left?
Well, if any of you have been in the dating scene lately, call us and tell us what this means.
Tell us what you think. Call us at 657-206-0777.
Okay, I have one more
swiping
for
right.
you.
Good. I'm awesome at this. So give me 6 more.
Oh, I heard it was Tinder, not Grind.
Yeah, Tinder. Okay, Grind is Grind the gay version of Tinder?
I don't know. Is Grind chat room? Is Grind the gay version of Tinder? Is that like Matchbox.com?
Matchbox?
Isn't that where you match up with somebody?
This is Match.com.
Match?
Matchbox sounds a lot better. That might be the lesbian version. You want to match up your boxes.
This week's episode is brought to you by Matchbox.co.uk.
Lesbian dating service.
Lesbian dating service for Europeans only. All right, Dave. I have one more headline for you.
Okay.
Chemsex scene increasingly popular.
Chemsex. Now, these are the people who like to run around, like whenever they see the airplanes coming by and they see the those chemtrails going. They like to run. They want to go where they are so they can have intercourse underneath the droplets when they come down. Right?
Chemtrails.
Is that right? Is that what
Yeah,
they do?
I think so.
Right.
All right.
Anal. They do anal under the chemtrails.
The chat room is a couple seconds behind us.
Okay,
Growly
yes.
Bear wants to know if it's FTD, as in Foxtrot Tango Delta, or STD, as in Sierra Tango Delta. That's a good question.
Yeah, especially because I brought it up as FTD, and I did my lame version of Emily Latella from SNL, the old days of Gilda Radner, when she used to be the story would be about natural resources, and she would think they're talking about natural racehorses, and she would be confused and say the racehorses.
What do racehorses have to do with it?
And then he would say, no, it's resources. You say, oh, never mind.
But Babbling knows about Grindr and says it's the number one gay social network.
The number one gay, yeah.
How does it compare to the number two, Babbling? We're not judging you. No response.
If I was gay, I'd be on that thing all the time. I'd be a patch on the AIDS quilt. I would just be sucking so much cock.
I had a crickets last week and I lost it. I'll bring the crickets back next time.
That's going to be a drop too. I'd be sucking so much cock.
All right.
Don't
make a note.
Don't isolate that one. No.
45 minutes. 45 minutes. Okay. So Dave, chemsex scene increasingly popular.
Yeah. So increasingly popular means it wasn't popular as popular a couple weeks ago, but now it is gaining popularity, whatever it is. And actually, I do happen to know what chemsex is. I don't know if people wanted to know what it was.
Would anybody like to know what chemsex is?
There was a news story, a couple of gay fellas. That's why I thought it might be gay, but
Grindr.
They're using what was it? Human growth hormone? Was it GBH?
I thought it was. I thought you said it was something about gay happy butt.
GHB, that's it.
Oh,
so it was like you asked me. I said gay homo boy or something.
Oh, that's what
so
it
gay
was.
homo boys. No, they're just it's some gay sex involved with the GHB and a couple other things they're mixing together, I think, and they're just going for the major gay sex. And one guy woke up dead. No, he woke up next to his boyfriend who was dead, right? That's how it was.
There was just a moment where you said one guy woke up dead.
That's how I want to go.
I was like, huh?
I want to wake up dead one morning instead of not waking up dead. When it's my time, I want to wake up dead.
Okay. I stared into the eyes of death this morning.
I'm afraid to.
And let me tell you, there was no waking up.
Yeah, I know.
So somebody woke up dead.
Suggesting
from
that we go
chemsex.
into the. I know some gay fellows in the mentioned Grindr. The chat room was suggesting we Google Grindr, but I don't want my wife finding my search history here. Oh wait, let me go to incognito window. La la la.
Well,
now look up Grindr.
If you really don't want your wife to find your search history, you need to go and download the Opera free VPN. Completely free VPN.
Really? They have such a thing?
Totally free. They just
cool.
released it this week. I've been using it day and night. The free VPN is fantastic.
Yeah, the world's largest gay social network. I'm looking at it right now. There's lots of pretty gay boys on there.
It's like, that means they only have like 7 feet tall and above? Or is it like a weight largest? Like only 200 pounds and up? What do you think they mean by largest gay?
I would say, I don't know. There's a guy here with a red shirt that's open. It looks like a hoodie, but it looks like a vest, but not the way you're thinking.
That's
Go to
the
Grindr.com,
Silicon Valley
and there's
way.
no E in that. It's just grind and then R.
Okay.
I think there was the good thing there's an app for this because it was so hard for gay men to get laid before that this app came out. I mean, you used to have to actually maybe like look out your window and go, hey, would you like some gay sex? And then the guy would just come up. But now you can actually just pull it out of your pocket, do the swiping. You used to have to actually go to the laundromat or go to the 7-Eleven. You used to have to walk 100 yards or maybe 20 feet around the corner and look for a gay man to say, would you like to have sex? And they would say yes. That's way too tiresome. Now they have the app. So I can see why there's going to be a lot more gay sex going on and maybe a lot more STDs going on.
I like
Thanks, Grindr.
butt cream.
I know.
Okay, interesting. So chemsex.
But by the way, if I was gay, I'd be all up in I would be all up in this app's shit.
I don't
My
know.
butthole would look like a manhole cover that just had like lasagna just thrown into it. It would just be like coming out the sides. I would probably have to go to the doctor a lot.
48 minutes. 40 seconds.
Did I say manhole cover or a manhole?
I can edit that out.
Yeah, I was just figuring out because I meant manhole. There's a double meaning there.
Well, back to a little U.S. politics.
Smoldering anus.
Right. Speaking of anuses, how about a little U.S. politics, Dave?
Okay.
We're Dave, chat room thinks you're disgusting. Now, in a future episode, and we're going to have to work this out with our special political correspondent, Jesse Dollamore, we should have a Hillary Trump special, a whole episode devoted to the issues on
Just
Hillary
the issues.
and
I'm
Trump's
going to go
websites.
down their website. Like, where does she stand on this? What's his prescription for Obamacare? Just reading. Not forgetting about their sound bites from Howard Stern, which are obviously, or his sound bite, Trump, which
Right.
are obviously disgusting, and his other wildly stupid comments. But let's just look at the website, see what they say.
I wonder if the Triple K Ranch is a Trump property.
I don't know.
Dave, you've been voted to be a bottom. That's a good show title.
I'd be top. I'd be bottom. I'd be side. I'd be
Dave
everything.
would be a bottom.
I wouldn't ever go. I wouldn't go to work. I would just be on Grindr all the time. I'd be having sword fights in my mouth. Everything.
50 and 15 seconds.
Wow.
I'm writing these down, man. This is good.
Oh dear.
Well, I really let's wrap it up. We're 50 minutes in. I think I want to appreciate. I would like to thank everyone. I appreciate you listening to the show. Thanks for finding us on iTunes or the Google Play podcast service or TuneIn Radio or what is it? Snatch.com? No, Stitcher.com.
Yeah. Snatcher.
Snatcher. Stature.
Wherever else. Yeah. Are we on iHeartRadio? Probably not. No, I don't
I'm
think
not
they don't have
sure.
podcasts on there.
I don't know that there are a lot of podcasts there.
There got to be some record for the podcast who's on the most platforms and it has the fewest listeners. We got to eke out a little spot for us there.
Maybe. Well, okay. Growly Bear in the chat room said, "Gay men hang out in hospitals because they're looking for a nurse."
Look,
Should I read that with an accent? Gay men hang out in hospitals
Yes.
because they're looking for a nurse.
yeah. You need an accent to have it properly. Yeah,
I don't know.
because I get it, but
I don't
you need
get
an
it.
accent.
Can you explain it to me?
Anus.
Ah,
Looking
I
for a
read it.
nus.
I read it wrong.
Yeah. Wrong accent. Is that right, Growly Bear? I
Gay
think
men
so.
hang out in
Yeah.
hospitals because they're looking for a nurse.
And there's another joke coming through. Battling Coffee's telling a joke. Should we read that
All right, here's another joke.
before we go? We'll read one more joke.
One more joke. What's the difference between a G-spot and a bottle of Jack Daniels?
G-spot and a bottle of Jack Daniels. A man will look for the bottle of Jack Daniels if he can't find it. Something like that. That's my guess. Let's see if we need a drum roll with it. It's a guy will actually search for. Yeah, there you go.
There you go.
A guy will actually search for a bottle of Jack Daniels. Right on.
Oh, good one. I like where this show's going,
Yeah, it's good.
Mr. Dave.
Free jokes.
And Andy Pesich, if you made it this far, we're ready for another piece of your composition, another piece of music from you. So send it to us. Go to theindispensable.show.com, click on the contact form, and send us either to Sable at theindispensable.show.com or Dave at theindispensable.show.com. Send us your drops for the show. And if you want your voice to be heard,
Tell us what you think. Call us at 657-206-0777.
but Dave did a better job of telling us the phone number.
Let him who hath understanding reckon the number of the podcast, for it is a Google number. Its number is 657-206-0777.
Say it slowly. Aners. Aners.
Aners.
Aners.
For a nurse. For a nurse. Looking for a nurse. Aners. That's a tough row to hoe, that joke. I don't know about that one. But the American accent, where we have those rhotic R's, don't translate well to that joke.
We're going to have to work on that one, eh? That's going to be a good one. Well, Dave, thanks for a good show this week.
Thank you, Sable.
I'll see you later.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you for listening to the Indispensable Thursday Show. You can subscribe on iTunes and anywhere that fine podcasts are served. Join us on our Facebook page or send us a tweet to @SableandDave.